Let's continue playing Valkyria Chronicles. When we last left off, we need to go into the headquarters tab. Because we're not quite done here yet, we shall return to headquarters and finish up the last area of what I couldn't do last time, which is the R&D facility. Basically, here is where we upgrade all the equipment for the tank and also for...
Welkin, bro! I'm stoked you're here, man. What can I do you for?
We can also upgrade the tank. Now, we're going to start with developing the weapons, and we should also start with the uniforms and blast suits, because I always go for these first. So, that is a defensive score of 0 up to a defensive score of 1 for 500. I think it's supposed to be ducats. DCT.
Here you go, bro!
Oh well, I'm sure somebody will mention that. Armor as well for the blast suits will improve the defense of our Lancer troops. Right, from here, now we can move to attacks. So the Gallian rifle has an increased, not really an increase in accuracy, but an increase in damage to personnel. So our scouts are better. Yep. But we should be able to get most of the early upgrades, actually, thinking on this. Firepower boost for the machine guns. So their accuracy is, as you can see, quite poor. And really, we haven't improved all that much, just an initial 1 point of damage. But it is worth it when you consider they do fire 20 shots. Lancers, we need these to do as much damage as possible. Also note, they can do quite a lot of damage to people, but the targeting makes it a bit prohibitive to use them that way. If we are doing that, we're in desperate times. The sniper rifle increase there. These are fairly automatic, and I'll probably just do these... I'll do a quick check for these every time we go through a mission. So that's all of that. Now we go to outfitting the tanks. So, we shall first of all change the parts. As you can see, we've got none. Are we not buying the tank parts yet? Oh, no, Edelweiss, there we go. Missed that. Okay, so body enhancement to start with. So that increases the barrel range by 200, that increases the frontal armor by 30. But as you can see, these are significantly more expensive than the troop things at the moment. Spare bolt is for tread hit points, critical defense as well could be useful. But I'm going to go for the sight upgrade to start with, because accuracy is everything. And now we have a component. This component is only size 1, and we have a 3x4 grid to fit all of our upgrades into. So for the moment, that's not really relevant to a lot of things, but it will be later. Next thing, I'm also going to reinforce the barrel. And that means I don't think we can afford anything else. So I'm going to the Edelweiss. Nope. Outfit. Was that a permanent part? There wasn't actually a... Ah, no, that's just a standard upgrade. Okay, that's fine. For some reason I thought that was a component part, but it isn't. So, huzzah. Okay, book mode. There are 3 other areas we'll get to after this first battle for Squad 7. Starting off with the flare gun.
Welks! There you are. I've been looking for you.
Hey, how'd your enlistment go? No problems?
I registered as a tank pilot and mechanic. Maintaining and operating the Edelweiss will be my responsibility from now on.
It's good it is your tank after all.
I think it's nice that we'll all be on the same squad together. I think so too.
War is nice, remember that.
So what are you up to now?
The tank's hangar space is just through here. I was just carrying some Ragnite fuel back. It's used to power the tank, and also for the turret-mounted cannon rounds.
I guess I'm just more used to seeing it in street lamps and medical compounds.
Seems like everything is Ragnite powered these days. That stuff is everywhere.
Magical rocks that do everything?
Not enough
yes.
of it for some people, though. It's the source of a lot of conflict.
They say the Empire's invading only to get at all the Ragnite in Gallian soil.
Oh, that's right. I had something to give you, Welks.
What's this?
Father's flare gun. It was in the barn, but I thought you might have some use for it.
Another hand-me-down.
We've been getting a lot of
I
those.
gave it a once-over. It might be old, but it's still serviceable.
I didn't mean... I just Can't believe I'm a tank operator now. Thank you for this, Ace.
I'll do a spot check on the Edelweiss now, to make sure it's ready to go at any time. Alright, we'll get going for now then. See you later.
And huzzah, we have a tank which we can use. New episode has been added, which is for A, the first operation. Yeah, a bit of a long chapter. I probably won't be splitting up these up too often in the future, but I was a bit rushed for time last time.
Here's your mission. The Great Vassal Bridge was just taken by the Empire. It's a key strategic position.
The Great Vassal Bridge?
It's a major drawbridge crossing the canal in Vassal, just outside the capital.
That bridge is a part of the central transit artery, leading into Randgreaves. Our mission is to take it back.
That doesn't look easy.
The Empire has been running a blitz, with their shock troops outrunning their defense. Our 3rd Regiment will retake the bridge before defensive reinforcements can arrive.
How quaint. The militia holding a little strategy meeting of its own. How long were you planning on hiding out in here, Verrot?
My apologies, sir. We'll depart soon.
Whatever. They're just country mice. It's not like they'll be much help.
Optimist.
More help, perhaps, than your army unit that couldn't hold the bridge in the first place.
Hey!
Regardless, Vassal remains a critical position. We'll reclaim it immediately.
Well, good. See that you do.
Who was that?
General Damon, commander of the Central Forces.
Nice to know our commander is a competent man.
Central Forces? That's the army branch the militia was folded into, right?
That's right. They say the general's an aristocrat. He looks down on the common militia.
That doesn't make any sense.
Right. Now that the war's begun, we all need to band together and fight to keep Gallia safe. Who cares at this point whether you're in the army or the militia? It's ridiculous.
Gentlemen, let's return to the mission.
And more important things. Oh,
Lieutenant Gunther.
I didn't mean to
I'm
skip through
assigning
that, sorry.
Squad 7 to this mission. It's your first maneuver, so be smart.
Yes, Captain.
The other squads are on patrol. Stay sharp, and be ready to help take back the bridge. I'm counting on all of you out there. Now move out.
Okay, recapture the bridge. How hard can this be? And skirmishes are now available. So I will go through these probably if I have a really short battle, but in future we now sort of have actually flip to those? I probably can. But we can now go and sort of do occasional missions to basically we have a load of short missions, which we can do if we so wish to earn some experience points. I won't be farming those, which is possible to do to make up experience. I don't think it's 100% necessary, but I will at least show them off and show how to get the A ranks in each of them when they come up. But not this video, I don't believe. So let's go straight to the battle. West bank of Vassal City.
Here are details on the current operation.
Okay, so Imperial troops are there. We have to capture that base to win. And we have two groups. One group is going to basically hold the position. The other group is going to attack from the right. This is going to be a reasonably tricky one because there are tanks to worry about. There are also other things that we have to concern ourselves with at this stage. All enemy soldiers and reserves are killed. All allied soldiers and reserves are killed. Welkin dies. 20 turns pass. The enemy secures Gallia's base camp. So, now we get to position some units. Now, we have a total of 9 that we can deploy. We have 3 currently out here. Currently we have Alicia and Rosie, and that probably makes sense. I also should probably have another scout here, because there is somebody out there we need to worry ourselves with. Or I could go with Edie. No, one of our other ones there. It would give a bonus to, we'll give a bonus to Rosie. The thing with this side of the battlefield is that I'm probably going to need to advance this reasonably quickly. The alternative is to go and put Herbert in. So we've got the engineer on the tank side. That makes sense to me, actually. Right. So Jeanne and Largo are our 2 tank killers, which we need there. We're also going to need at least 1 scout out there, so I'm going to go for... going to go with Jane Turner for that one. We're going to nab a sniper as well. We'll take... I can't remember which one of these has got the potentials or not. Oh, well, we'll go with Oscar there, and then we'll need a scout as well, just to tag things up and give us a bit of movement around. So I shall add... I think who I've got there. Just Head Nancy I've left there. Cherry's the one for Rosie. Maybe we should transfer those around. Or I can go for another shock trooper just to deal with things. Jane currently there, so I shouldn't really be making this many difficult decisions right at the start. We're just gonna put Melville in then, just to tag things up. Right, so that's our group of 9. Deploy.
We're prepared to commence the operation.
Now I think we have to do this in about 2 turns in order to get the A rank here, 2 or 3 maybe. And there's a way of doing that, but I'm probably not going to play that way.
Split into 2 teams, offensive and defensive. Squad 7, move out.
I also might regret not having more shock troopers on the left-hand side when we get that far. So.
All right. I'll lead the Riverside team towards the enemy encampment with the Edelweiss.
Shock trooper here. Leave the offense to me.
City team, your job is to guard the base. Be ready for anything, including tanks.
How long you think I've been an anti-tank man? Couple of tanks ain't no sweat.
That's the spirit, Largo. Now, let's move out!
Okay, so here we go. Battle time.
Listen close.
More helpful information. Yeah, they're basically saying we can take additional camps as well and restock. So we have 9 command points to start with. We're going to be using a fair number of them. As you can see, that is our objective that we have to capture. There's an elite shock trooper there. There's also an ace shock trooper here. Or an ace scout. We will need to deal with them, but for starters, the Edelweiss is going to move up first. And I'll just knock the terrain over. That's fine.
Remember to look at your surroundings.
Oh, we are looking at the surroundings. We're knocking them out.
Watch your back out there.
Now, what we're going to do next is, I think, go for a mortar shot. I've messed this up slightly. Alright, I'm going to use a semi-intelligent mortar shot here because I'm fairly certain there is somebody here.
Now!
There is. So we've knocked him out and we can see him. And that's going to be important. That is Ty the Immortal, and he is a shock trooper. Right. So the next objective, really, I should probably move the tank up again, fire back at the scouts, except that I don't have that mortar shot anymore because I've already used it. I've also trampled the cover I was supposed to go to. I've had a brilliant start to this, haven't I? Alright.
I'll do my best.
I'll start with Oscar. Let's go crouch down and see if we can't take a shot here. Somewhere.
Stupid Imperials!
Huzzah! That's why you have Imperial Hater do additional damage. 1 down.
Good. That makes things a bit easier.
And unfortunately, you're not a really good position to cover there. I should also probably put some people next to the sandbags. We'll get back to that though. Let's run Rosie up. Over and under, and we're going to be hanging out in the cover here. Yep, terrain action, thank you.
Please help the advanced units.
So now we can sneak a little bit, and this will allow you to just go and hopefully...
It's just beyond the next corner.
They are scouts, so they will see us soon, but once they do, I can run up and go for the shot.
Target locked.
There we go. Okay, how do I position this correctly? Not quite. I could still do this though. Now I'll nudge forward a little bit.
Ain't no stopping me.
Strong-willed. Done it. I think I went a bit too far there, but that's what we wanted. Okay, so now we've got everybody lined up.
Here I come.
And double kill.
Nice work. Keep taking
And we'll move you back into the crawl position and have you cover this place off here. So I think that should reasonably handle that situation there, and I think we got you covered off against. So next, we're going to run you two both up behind the tank. A bit of love, by the way. And also, since we got the range, I might go for the shot from here. 4 headshots to kill. Nah, he ducked it. They do have a dodge chance. He will fire. He would fire back if he had it. And actually, I do have one other thing I can do.
Take cover behind sandbags when possible.
Now we'll stay there. Keep that with you there. That's done. We'll now move to Alicia and get her moving up. I think we're going to do more or less the same move here. I didn't spot you. And that's a little annoying. I might have to go for a double shot here. Okay, hold on. Right, this was needed to happen, unfortunately. And I can't go for a headshot because you're in cover. But it's 5. And quickly end the turn. We'll do it again with Alicia just to finish things up. Yeah, this is definitely not suboptimal, but we are then going to use the last 2. Thank you. Get you killed or you'll be a pain. Good going.
Good work. Keep it up.
And I'm going to keep an eye on you. It might be worth keeping you back there, actually. I doubt he's going to run up that fast on us. If he does, Alicia's in trouble, but I doubt it's going to happen. Right, last bits of movement then.
I'm on it.
Melville. I want you. Let's go for a shot here if you can. Good cop. Good shot, sir.
Nice work. Keep taking them
Back
down.
in cover. Thank you.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Crouch and end. And finally, I'm just going to move Jean
Got it, hon.
back behind. Actually, kind of already was, but we'll still crouch you behind there. Just keep you safe, because I'm fairly certain what's going to happen next is that a tank's going to come through that wall. They don't reaction fire lancers, but that keeps them a little bit protected from anything else. Imperial turn. And they have 6. And he's not a very good shot. Here's the first shock trooper. Just moved down though, didn't actually take an... Oh, okay, maybe it was out of turns. Got shot at by the tank. And here comes the ace shock trooper. And he's hidden in cover as well. I'm going to have to go and hunt him down. I think overall, that's gone reasonably well for us here. And levels up to 2 kills. Okay, remember they're running the tank through next time. I'm sure that happened. Okay. We can use orders. We only have one though, which is the additional evasion chance. We'll worry about that next time. So, give me 2 moments. Right, continuing on with turn 2. So, first priority really, we need to deal with the other stormtrooper. Shock trooper. I know what they are, kind of. The easiest way for me to do this is to probably use Rosie and then try and run her up. So the good thing is we can get the shot at least now. There's only very many to kill. There we go. And they lose a command point for that, so they've got less movement in future. Yep, thank you. And then, let me try and find out where this other guy is. He'll probably come up. But you're now effectively scouting.
New target sighted.
Okay, what did we find? We found the tank. So we will need to go up there and deal with that. Also, I seem to remember that is there's somewhere you can sneak units through, and probably should. Annoyingly, we didn't find the point there. I'd rather not risk our scout with this. I need to really kill with the Edelweiss. So, see how this goes.
All units, take your positions.
That's not going to work out for us, I don't think.
Lancers, please keep track of your ammo.
Yeah, they'll send random useless information at us from time to time. Okay, what did we just discover? Not a lot. So I think the best bet then really is to go for the mortar shot here. I know roughly where he is. He is roughly there.
Now!
Okay, we knocked him out enough that I think we can get the kill with Alicia at this point.
How's it going up there, Walt?
Keep going. There we go.
Please keep up.
Okay, so we have a few things visualized at this point. We have a scout unit there. We have... I might have to make another move with the Edelweiss in a moment, but it doesn't have the mortar shot anymore. Alicia's next. Also facing the wrong way. And 6 to kill, or 2 headshots.
Now!
There we go. Ty the Immortal is beaten. And we also get his weapon, because he is the enemy ace, and we get a bonus amount of points for killing him. So now, the priority is working out where the units are.
Don't go out alone. Back each other up.
Enemy unit spotted!
Yep.
It's a miss.
That was needed to know. So we now know there's quite a lot of units back there. And we got you in a reasonable position for covering that. So that's basically what we got to crack. We got Shock Trooper, Engineer, 2 Shock Troopers defending the base, 1 Command one, and of course the light tank. So I think the best way I can deal with this now
Entering combat.
is to go Edelweiss forward and present a target. The other thing I can do is knock out their terrain while I'm at it.
Follow me.
Or knock out some of the terrain. Alright. So here's our shot then. We are looking at a lot of shock troopers, but not a lot of actual lancers or any anti-tank stuff. So frontal shots you. 2 more shots will kill. We won't be using those shots just now though. So I'm half tempted to save points at this stage. Or run Jane up and see what happens. We'll run Jane up and see if we can get one of those scouts killed. Or at least find out what we're up against over here.
Found one.
Okay, there's a lot of gunpowder happening at us. That's light tank, engineer, a load of shock troopers, and there's that tank I mentioned. Also shock trooper on the roof and scout over there. 20 headshots will kill. So that was that current action, and there was reason enough to take that. So now, we can try and run the scat and the sniper out, shot, and back.
Best.
Okay. You see, it's not a brilliant shot, this one, but there is that scout there we got available, who is a command scout. A little more distance, I'm probably not going to make it all the way back to cover, that's the only downside with this, but still, we have the headshot. Just being absolutely sure of things, yeah.
Stupid Imperials!
And we got that one. And we've broken 2 of their command points. This is important because their tank now can only move twice.
Who are these guys?
And unfortunately, I might have to use another point to get the sniper back to safety. Or I could just leave it there.
I'll do my best.
I'm not inclined to leave people there. It's gamesmanshiping rather than actual strategy, unfortunately. And we shouldn't have to worry about that. So we're going to end the turn there. So we have a forward shock trooper. We have a tank now about to be shot at by quite a lot of stuff. But at most, it's going to get 2 shots.
Minor damage sustained.
And we have an engineer nearby. They have as well, actually, which they might use to repair and cause a bit of a war, but they've gone for the other tank.
Gah! Damn tank's busted right through the stinking wall. Well, it's my turn now. Stick this in your pipe and smoke it.
Stay sharp. Tanks can break through crumbling walls and trample down sandbags and trees.
See, what I should probably have done is run Largo up to the back. That's Melville on Scout. We take a lot of damage from that because that does happen. But at least he's got some protection from it. So really we need to deal with that tank now. Okay. Yep, thank you. So that's basically about the ammo things, and engineers can restock ammo. But we shouldn't have to worry too much about that. So there's our 9. So, I think the tactic from here, from the Edelweiss's point of view, is run up, trample over a load of people, and see if we can't shoot that tank in the back. It's a bit of a gamble. I don't see any Lancers, and as we already established, there's only one thing that can actually hurt them.
Enemy sighted.
That, by the way, is the command thing that the tank can't capture. The good news is we've now provided a lot of cover for that tank. And we've killed that tank. So from that regard, mission accomplished. Oh, 2 minutes. Lots of interruptions today, I do apologise. We'll end in the action there, though, with the Edelweiss right there. So, now need to work out our options. And really, our options are fairly limited. We have one option, which is to try and run Alicia in. Actually, we can use the tank once more and knock out the 2 people here. If we still got a mortar shot, which we should have. Knock them out of the homes, out of the end area, and try and run maybe Jane up. But really, I should deal with the tank. So, that's going to be Largo's job. Yeah, he'll get a bit shot up there, but he should be okay.
Gallian unit sighted.
I'm going to end his action there. Now, This is where things get a little tricky, and this is why we're going straight to Jane here. This is probably... I'm surprised they didn't get you more killed. Still, let's scout dump with. And also, the other one's facing the wrong way, which is good.
Die, die, die!
And now we have the advanced scout position. That also will mean Largo should be safe.
Man down, everybody.
I'm actually surprised none of them are seeing her at this point. So it might be able to run Jane in, actually. But first, we're going to move Largo up.
Been waiting here.
Because we have a tank to kill. Point blank range. Boom. Tank gone. Command point gone.
All right.
You're doing well. Just keep it up.
And with Largo to a reasonable position here. So that was about as well as I could hope it did. Largo sorted out. Next, I need to deal with the 2 shock troopers. And the easiest way I'm going to be able to do that, I think, is Edelweissing. The first time, we're just going to knock him away. And then we're going to see about mortaring. Or going to our gun. So we do have a frontal gun. It's not a very good frontal gun, though, but if we can get the kill here... There we go. Another command unit gone, and he's fallen all over the sandbag. Right. Now, looking at things from that, we have you out of the base. So the last thing I need to do is provide a little bit of cover. And I think that'll be enough. The question is, do I have 2 actions left to do this? 2 actions is fine, but can I do it in 1 is the question. I'm not going to risk it, though. Over and under. A little bit of damage. They remove corpses as they get to them, but... And occupy. Mission complete. And that is the first successful operation of Squad 7. Complete with 2 tanks destroyed, the ace taken, and generally a lot more things killed than a normal A rank run. We got, in fact, a B rank. You have to do that in 2. Make up a little for that on the kill front, but yeah. Slightly suboptimal. Because we killed the ace, we also get their weapon, which we can give to 1 person. I'm not sure whether it's much better or what, but you know. Anyway, let's meet the person who's writing this story, shall we?
Hey there! You guys aren't with Squad 7 by any chance, are ya?
Yes, that's us.
Bingo! I've been looking for you. Meaning you, hot stuff, on the tank.
Me?
Excuse me,
That must make you Lieutenant Gunther, am I right?
Yeah. Yes, that's me.
Oopsie daisy.
What? Hey, you can't...
Ah, nice to meet you too. Now, let's get right to the questions. So, you're the son of the great General Gunther, huh? You look awfully young. How old are you anyway? Must be your first war, huh? What's been the hardest experience so far? Wait, happiest. No, funniest. I'd also
Great
like to know
reporting.
Robin's favorite foods, what you do on your days
Hey,
off.
lady! This is a combat zone. Excuse me, but what are you doing here anyway?
Hey, give me a break, will ya? Scoops are near danger, and I'm near scoops. That's right. The name's Ellet. I'm GBS Radio's top woman reporter. I smell a story, a good story, and you guys are it.
Provided we don't get ourselves killed.
You're a reporter?
Very good, I'm a reporter, yes. I've been assigned to Squad 7 to conduct a series of interviews, thank you. Now, let's get back to those questions, shall we?
Yes, we must answer all the questions about the war. On this war. Distrust. Oh, sorry. And so these are the other two characters in Squad 7 that are really main and integral to the story.
Who does he think he is? Ooh, look at him. Son of some big hero. Please. He's still a schoolboy.
No kidding. One little win and he's the new Grand Duke. Ah, I hate kids. Whatever. He'll learn soon enough. Only one thing matters out there in the field, and that's experience.
And thus, we move into Chapter 4, which we'll do next video, which is Operation Cloudburst.
Operation Cloudburst.
And a couple of moments of insanity. Personnel, weaponry, glossary tabs, which are all... Yep, Castle Street. Yeah, basically we now have absolutely everything unlocked. I'll probably go through all that at the start of the next video. But there's now a lot we can do in the headquarters side of things. So I should just flick over to you. Actually, no, we'll do some of the headquarters stuff this video. I'll at least do what we already know about the training field. I'm not going to change the squad around at the moment because I quite like the squad at the moment. We probably will mess around with a few adjustments every 2-3 or so. So first thing we're going to do, upgrade the scouts, we're going to upgrade the shock troopers, and we're going to upgrade the lancers. Pretty much end of every mission where we can do this, we are going to do this. They are the most important.
Good.
And we've got enough potential.
Looks like that session beat a new potential. Looks like that session beat a new potential.
Okay, so we have a few more extra abilities going around, and we have enough experience that we could level either the shock troops or the lancers, but instead I'm going to actually upgrade the snipers.
I got.
And the rest of the experience points will save.
Good work.
I do like the snipers in this game, but there's only 2 of them, and we need the other people really upgraded first. But still, more experience points, better abilities is definitely a way to go. Squad barracks is where we can adjust the equipment, so we're going to see what that gun does. It was a shock trooper weapon, so we can now replace that with this. So what it has is a much reduced range, but a much increased damage amount, and I don't really think that's worth it. I'm going to give that gun to Wendy, just if I can remember she's got it, I'll go with that. So we'll exit the Squad 7 barracks and end up there. Sorry, this video is getting a bit long now, isn't it? Training field, R&D, just to finish up, just to make sure there's nothing, if there's anything else we can get at this stage. Now we have 10,000. So, new weapons, just quickly spin through all this. Nope, nope. They sort of unlock periodically. It's always worth having a quick check after each mission. And then, of course, the Edelweiss, we had some things that we didn't actually buy the first time round. As you can see, we've now actually got bigger things. So, anti-armor rounds, we can reinforce the body, which is definitely what we're going for there. More hit points, defense, definitely needed. What else have we got there? Spare tread, which gives us additional tread hit points. Hardened plate. I think we'll spend the rest of the money on the anti-armor armor rounds. So we can now do a little more damage, and we're a little... Yeah, more range, more damage, and we're more accurate because of other things there. Yeah, so these are the treads and others, which is... Yeah, attack support and treads and others go in the... have block size and things. These are just standard upgrades. So it might be worth adding a bit of front armor. Since we've got the money, frontal armor will go on there. Alright. Oh, and we've got another upgrade as well, actually. From that steel upgrade, so that's another 20, but that's much more pricey. We'll save the money now, because we might need it for other things later.
Come.
Castle front street, and I think this has a few varied things.
Hey! Your timing's... Ta-da! It's the writing on the wall, written and published by yours truly. Why do this when I already have a radio news gig, you say?
Because they want money.
Sure, I could leave it up to the print news guys, but they're all lapdogs. The government censors everything. And not just a little cut here and there. In some cases, they'll bend the harsh truth into candy-sweet propaganda. I'm so sick of it. I want to give my readers the truth. That includes the bad stuff, too. So, this is my brilliant plan. The writing on the wall. Some things are only possible in out-of-the-way spots like this. Out of sight from those government goons.
Goons! Indeed. Okay, so that's basically what she's doing here, but she does need some money for this. Signs Gallian resistance. I'm just going to slightly flip through this. She does provide other things as well, but they cost money to get most of the information out. Oh, you here?
I want to put a...
Yeah, there we go.
So... I... See that...
So basically... Yeah, now we can go for that, and this puts out a piece on the members of Squad 7. We might as well, because, you know... it'll help out.
I plan on putting out new editions periodically. Especially after you've made some headlines on the battlefield. That's the perfect time to strike.
Very well.
I'm counting...
And finally, the War Cemetery. Now, this actually has some relevance even if nobody's died yet. Because there is a person there who will teach you orders. For a certain amount of experience points.
Paying your respects? Sorry. I suppose that was a foolish question.
Actually, no, sir. I'm not here visiting anyone in particular.
Oh. Then might I ask what brings you to a place like this?
I find it sobering, standing here in front of all those who died in the last war. That and seeing this much death reminds me that humans are just another part of nature.
Don't suppose I've ever heard that before. Judging from your clothes, you're militia.
Yes, sir. Lieutenant Welkin Gunther. I'm in charge of Squad 7, Regiment 3.
Gunther. I see. Squad leader. Very impressive for a young man.
Not at all, sir. I'm still woefully inexperienced.
But at least he's aware of it.
One order from me and my squad could wind up here. It's a huge responsibility.
You respect the weight of their lives. Here, let me teach you a special order.
An order, sir? I'm sorry, who did you say you were?
Just a leftover from the last war. I'm afraid my orders require some experience, though. I can't in good faith teach them to those who lack the maturity to use them properly. Now, I'll teach you retreat today. Use it to command an injured unit to pull out of combat.
This is a fairly useful one. But we don't have the experience point to do it. So I can't do it. Darn it!
I hope we'll meet.
See, that one's actually useful, because when the person dies, you've got a couple of turns to get somebody to them. And that's not always possible, especially if you've run out of scouts, especially when you're trying to get A ranks. But, oh well, we'll worry about that another time, I imagine. So, Shadowhawk 12, next time we will go and show off the skirmish. We'll go into episode 4, and yeah, these might end up being very long videos from the rest of the game, to be honest, which I apologise for in advance. So, I'll say until next time, folks.